Hello students. Before starting, let us first revise what we have seen in the previous period. We all know equator divides our earth into northern and southern hemisphere. So here it is north and here it is south. An equatorial belt extends up to 5 degree north and 5 degree south. Equatorial region receives vertical rays of the sun. This heats up the air near the equator. When temperature increases, pressure decreases. So along the equator, we have low pressure belt because here the low pressure belt is formed. The sun rays are almost vertical here. Hence it is called equatorial low pressure belt. Now here the heated air started rising up. After certain point, temperature drops. It stops rising because the air has become cooler and obstructed by the tropopause. So it will not move up. So air spreads out and starts moving in north and south direction. As the air is moving, it becomes denser and after certain points it sinks to the surface because it has become dense and it also cools down. So again after cooling it is sinking down, it is coming down. So that around 30 degree, here at 30 degree north and 30 degree south air is sinking. And now here the air is cool, hence here it is forming the high pressure belt. So we can see the high pressure belt. So it is subtropical high pressure belt or also called as mid latitudinal high pressure belt. The sinking air moves towards the north and south. So along the equator, warm air is rising. It spreads out and again sink down. So in this way, here the circle is formed. It is called a conventional current. Have you understood till here? Now let's move further. At the poles, sun rays are very inclined, that is slanting. So we have cold air that sinks. As it is not heated, it won't rise up, so it is sinking. These regions are called as polar high. So here because of the slanting sun rays, it is very cold. So air is sinking. So it is moving towards the south and from south pole it is moving towards the north. So from northern hemisphere you can see here in this picture, in northern hemisphere it is moving towards the south and in southern hemisphere the air is moving towards the north. At this point we have air coming from north and south direction. So air coming, that means meeting, and then it is rising. So we can see here from north direction and south direction they are coming. Here from the north it is moving towards the south and from south it is moving towards the north direction because of the cold regions. It is cold, it is sinking. So it is moving in the opposite. Instead of rising up, it is moving in the opposite directions. These regions are called subpolar low. Now as these are meeting, they are converging. In this way, we can see in this picture. Here they are moving towards the south and from the south they are moving towards the north, and already these air are coming here. So here they both are coming in the opposite direction and then they are rising up. This is called the convergence. So here it is giving rise because again we are having the rising air, and because the air is rising, here the pressure is low. So this is called subpolar low. So we have seen along the equator air is rising because of the convection rays. We have seen here at the equator they are rising, getting heated, then moving in both the direction and again sinking. So here it is formed the circle, it is called convection. So at the equatorial low pressure belt and sub high pressure belt we are having convection rays, and at the subpolar we have the rising air. Here also we have seen that these air from the polar they are moving, and here also the air in the opposite direction they are coming, and so again it is rising up. So it is giving rise to the convergence. So we are having here convection, and in the other part we are having the convergence. Convection means transmission of heat by the circular motion, that is circular current. Here we can see the circles are formed, and convergence means meeting or coming together from both the direction, they are meeting each other and then they are rising. So these are the convergence. So along the equator air is rising because of convection, and at subpolar lows we have rising air because of the convergence. This rising air also spreads out, cools and sinks in south hemisphere and northern hemisphere. Polar high pressure belt. In both the polar regions, the temperature is below 0 degree throughout the year. Hence, here the air is cold. As a result, high pressure belt is formed at both the poles. It is called as polar high pressure belts. So in this way we have seen in the equator the rising of the at the equator the air is rising, then it is moving in both the direction, it is sinking. Here also at the polar it is moving towards the opposite direction, opposite poles. Because of convergence it is rising. So in this way the same process is happening in the southern hemisphere also. This gives rise to the various polar belts. So at equatorial low pressure belt we are having, then mid latitudinal high pressure belt or subtropical, it is also called subtropical high pressure belt. Then we have subpolar low pressure belt, and then polar high pressure belt. So in this way the various pressure belts are formed. Now let us go through the textbook and read it once. We have already finished with equatorial low pressure belt and mid latitudinal high pressure belt. Now we will read subpolar low pressure belts. Due to Earth's curvature, that means the curve, its shape is curve, the area between the two parallels gets reduced as we move towards the poles. This results in lesser friction of the air with the Earth's surface. Air in this region is thrown out because of this reduced friction and also because of the Earth's rotational motion. This led to development of the low pressure belt, that is convergence. Thrown out due to reduced friction, that is we have seen what convergence is. This condition is observed in the area between 55 degree and 65 degree parallels in both the hemispheres. Now polar high pressure belt. In both the polar regions the temperature is below 0 degree throughout the year. Hence here the air is cold. As a result high pressure belt is get formed. These are called polar high pressure belts. They generally occupy the area between 80 degree and 90 degree parallels in both the hemisphere. Now the duration and the intensity of sun rays varies during particular period of the year in both the hemisphere. You might be knowing that the tilted position of the earth and also the rotation and revolution. As a result, the location of the temperature zone and the pressure belt depend on the sun's heat also vary. This change is of the order of 5 degree to 7 degree towards the north in Uttarayan and 5 degree to 7 degree south in Dakshinayan. This is called the oscillation of pressure belts. So during Uttarayan and Dakshinayan, it is changing because of the sun position and the rotation and revolution of the earth. Hence, this changes is called the oscillation of pressure belt. So, it is also changing a bit. Thank you. Now, students, go through the textbook, read it till page number 18 very carefully. Thank you.